Hello everyone. Happy Friday. Happy full moon and full lunar eclipse in Scorpio. If you are new here, I am Victoria from Wings of Ascension, and this is your daily astrological horoscope for Friday, May 5th, 2023. So, we got a lot. We're going to give you the super condensed version. You can look up the technical stuff if you want to do more. But we're going to give you the energetic stuff and then some tips to help you move through this and come out better on the other side. So, where are we? We have today a full moon and a full lunar eclipse in Scorpio. What does that mean? Well, whenever we have a full moon, think about it from a natural standpoint. We have, say there's no light, right? Turn off electricity. The full moon illuminates everything. That which once was hidden in the dark is now fully illuminated. So energetically, we're going through the same thing. That what we had hidden within ourselves, subconsciously or consciously, is now being brought to the forefront. And what do you do when the things that you hide in the closet are seen? You clean them up, you fix them up, and you do whatever needs to be done to heal it and move forward in the best way possible. So that is where we are at in layman's terms. When you have an eclipse on top of it, it becomes amplified times 1,000,000,000 because the eclipses are activating something called the lunar nodes of the moon. Real layman's terms again, the nodes of the moon are energetic points on our soul's journey. We have a north node and a south node, which I'm going to bet you can figure out which one is representing what part of our journey. Our north node represents, you know it, our future, where we are going, what we need to embody to advance in the best way for us and our journey. Our south node, yeah, you know it, is our past. It can be our past in this lifetime or in any other. And just like everything else in astrology, we have our own north and south node, what our soul specifically needs, but we have a collective north and south node. So this full moon illuminating which has been hidden is activated by the south node of our past life. Our past life as in, us here together, us as a human species, right? All of these things are being brought to the surface to be cleaned. Now, it is not just randomly, everything's coming out. It has a focus point, which is in Scorpio. That is where these things are hidden. Hidden? Well, Scorpio hides things if it wants to. That is where these things are placed. The moon, the south node, the eclipse are all in Scorpio. So I will show you what they are. We have right here our full moon in Scorpio. And then if you look up here, you see what is our north node. Because we know there is a south node directly opposite our north node, there is no symbol, but you can actually see that blue line there that is the south node. So because these guys are right on top of each other, this full moon is illuminating our south node. And I will come back here so we can chit chat about it. So this illumination of our past for clearing falls into the scorpionic themes. Scorpio can be, as can any sign or planet, a hero or a villain. The hero of Scorpio is an energetic being or presence or moment that dives into the depths, that looks for the truth and the heart of everything. The hero of Scorpio goes in and does the deep diving like a reporter that does the deep stuff. Probably not going to see them in mainstream media because mainstream media is very fluffy. you're going to find these deep dive reporters that are on private channels, that are on YouTube, that are really not afraid to get into the muck. That is a really wonderful representation in real life of the hero of Scorpio. When you're doing these deep diving things and you're getting to the truth, it is intense. It is powerful. It can be all consuming. The villain side can take that power, can take that energy and use it for control, manipulation. So we're looking at, really, where are we as an individual and then as a collective playing with the energy of Scorpio? So where are you, or where are you not, diving in to find the truth? Where are you being manipulated, or where are you manipulating others? One of the big themes, I'm going to bring that chart up, that we are feeling with this lunation, with this full moon, this eclipse, actually started not yesterday, not last week, not last month. It started last year, October 25th of last year. We had a new moon in Scorpio. That was the pregame to the moment we're at today. This is the puck drop. This is the kickoff. This is the first pitch of all of this energy that's been building since October. And there's one particular transit that happened then that is happening now, which is really painting the deeper part of the truth for this eclipse. So we've already figured out, we're going in, we're looking at where we are really finding or not finding the truth. What our truth is dictated by this. So we have Venus in a square to Neptune. You can see there's a red line. You know that red, anger, intensity, those are there. What does that translate to? Let me bring it back so we can chit-chat about it. What does that mean? Venus squaring Neptune. Again, really basically, Venus rules over everything we value. Love, relationships, money. Neptune rules over the collective unity consciousness. You can have Venetian energy that is very shadow. It can be laziness. It can be greediness. It can be self-absorption. You can have the Neptunian themes, which are in the shadow, which instead of being unity consciousness goes from, hey, we're all one, to, well, we're all one this way. A lot of confusion, a lot of illusions, a lot of putting people or things on pedestals in which they don't belong. Addiction, manipulation. So there's themes that are very similar to these scorpionic themes. There's a hair on my face and I can see it. And I'm sure you can. I just look like a crazy person. But there's a lot of similar themes between the shadow side of what we're feeling with Neptune and the shadow side of Scorpio. So this Venus square to Neptune is bringing up for us in a positive way our beliefs about love, about money, about our self-worth. It's helping us to clarify and understand what that means. Conversely, it can also be us being blinded by the truth of our beliefs, of our relationships, of our relationship to money. So we're looking to find the elevated hero side of this, not fall into the villain side of this, and combine it all together. We're looking to see where we are lying to ourselves, lying to others, being manipulated, manipulating others, where we are playing games of control, of power, of greed. Again, in the themes of love, money, relationships. So, some things you can do. Sit back and just take some time to do concentrated breathing exercises. One that you can do that's very simple, very simple. You're going to breathe in through your nose on 4. Out your mouth through 8. Continue that pattern. Do that, very simple. In your nose through 4, out your mouth through 8. You will start to feel yourself slow and calm down. And then you can start to really feel into, is my relationship with this person genuine? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is, but there's things that need to be tweaked. Maybe it isn't, but there are good things that you can take away from it. Your relationship with money, same thing. Are you overvaluing money? Or are you undervaluing money? I want you to ask yourself 3 things. When you start to identify these patterns within yourself where, I might tell some lies here and there to get my partner to do what I want, or I might just overspend all the time, or, maybe I overvalue that designer bag, or whatever it is. When you see these things arising, ask yourself these 3 questions. 1, where is this happening specifically? What area of your life is this going on? 2, what is your role in this? So are you being manipulated or are you manipulating? Are you overvaluing or are you being undervalued? And 3, the last thing, why? Why are you allowing this to happen, or why are you doing it? The most important part of this is allowing yourself to go through this process without judgment. Because unless you choose to, ain't nobody gonna know what you be bringing up right now, right? This is something that you do for you because you want to go in and you want to see these patterns that are dragging you down, that are keeping you from happiness, from joy, from abundance, from success, from. So, something I can suggest. Find something pink to write in. I don't care if it's a pen, a pencil, a marker, a crayon, doesn't matter. Find something pink. Make a list of these things that you see coming up with yourself. Where is it happening? What is my role? And why? Put it in writing. Really, really, really emphasize that it needs to be pink. Why? Because when we go through and we do this, we want to identify and eliminate these patterns so that we can heal and move forward. What that really means is we're forgiving. We're forgiving ourselves for any patterns that we see that we are doing. We're also forgiving others for their role, their actions, their words, their whatever. But where you really integrate it, beyond writing it down, is understanding that now I see these patterns. These have been brought to light for me. I'm forgiving myself. I'm forgiving my partner, my neighbor, my coworker, my boss, my whomever. I'm forgiving them. But I'm not going to allow the same pattern to continue going forward. People always say forgive and forget. I don't agree with that statement. When you forgive and you forget, you allow the same mistakes to continue to happen. This is why it is imperative that we learn history. real history, not history that someone makes up or someone changes because it hurts someone's feelings. We need to know the ugly, dirty truth of what's happened so that we never make the mistakes again. So forgiveness is paramount. But you're not forgetting it. You're remembering it, and you're adjusting going forward. So one of the other things that I think would be helpful after you write your pink letter, and if you can't find something pink, that's okay. I would love it to be pink, but you may not have something pink. Draw little ornate details around the side of the paper, or fancy, the best cursive you can do. You want to put the energy and the love into what you're writing. Then from there, discard of it in a grand fashion. No, I don't mean you go make a scene and you put it all over your social media and you scream and you yell and you go, you know what I mean. Burn it, rip it up, bury it. Actually take the time, sit, write out, think it through, feel it through, and then you are not just symbolically going through, you are physically going through and destroying these patterns. If you want to go just a little bit deeper, have this list. And on your list, I've sat down and I've said I got into this interaction and I keep doing this with my coworker and this is the root of it, and man, this is the pattern. You have it in writing. Now sit back and in your mind's eye, envision yourself, your coworkers, your neighbor, your friend, whoever. Envision a scenario with yourself, them, and have it almost like a painting in your mind's eye. And encase that painting in a pink bubble. Pink, as we all know, is a color of love. So put that image in a pink bubble, and from your heart, release that image. Release that memory. Release that pattern. So when you go through and you write it, you rip it up, you burn it, whatever you do, you're physically letting it go. When you do this visualization, you're energetically also letting it go. We just want to make sure we take the time to do it. This is the integration part of it. It's not just knowing, hey, things got to change for me to be successful in the future. Yeah, they do. But unless you make the time to do the work, ain't nothing going to change for you. Hate to say it. If you don't take the time and the energy to do the work, nothing will change. It's no different. If you don't do the work at the gym, you're not going to get the muscles. Same thing. Last little piece, and this is the fun part of it that I would love to be a fly on the wall when you guys do this. And I truly hope that you do. When we have this energy that's been stored up in us for very long periods of time, it collects in our physical body as well as in our spiritual body. So we need to make sure that we are moving this energy out of our physical selves, visualizing, releasing, but we want to physically move it out also. The ripping, the burning, the tearing, those are great, but I want to see you move, right? Okay, obviously I'm not going to see you move unless you want to, like y'all want to get on a Discord and we can all just vibe out. That would be fabulous. Maybe we could convince Ryan to do some DJing and we could all just vibe out. That would be amazing to move this old stagnant energy. Amazing. Amazing. Ask any massage therapist. They will tell you that when traumatic events happen in people's lives, their physical body stores it. You guys know this. If you get stressed, you feel it. Your body holds on to it. So we want to move that out. So shake everything out. Get it out of you, all the way down your legs, your toes, your fingers, your hair. Move it around. Move it around. Now I probably look like a wild animal, but you get the point. Move that energy out along with the other work. That moving is very spiritual. Move yourself all around. Who is ever going to see it unless you want them to? And who cares what anyone thinks anyway? Move it out. That's what this is all about. Healing, releasing, and moving forward for the best path of your life. All right? A lot, but really not a lot. Know what I mean? So I hope that you know, because I say it all the time, and I hope you feel it. You've got this. We've got this. I love you all. Happy Friday. Dig in, do the work, and I will see you very soon.